This house sits on the bend, built with love so long ago, a family to tend. This house has always been a home, time and time again. Children grow, the house gets sold. Time is a cruel friend. The fire in the hearth grows cold. But there is music in these walls. You can hear the siren as she calls. This is a house of love, a house of love. Oh yes, there's music in these walls. The melody, it lifts and falls. This is a house of love, a house of love. 100 years go by.
The theme song for our service this year is a song by Kathleen Healy, a local musician, and the song is titled House of Love. Wanted to read for you the first verse and the refrain. This house sits on the bend, built with love so long ago. A family to tend, this house has always been a home. Time and time again, children grow, the house gets sold. Time is a cruel friend, the fire in the hearth grows cold. But there is music in these walls. You can hear the siren as she calls. This is a house of love, a house of love. Oh yes, there's music in these walls. The melody, it lifts and falls. This is a house of love, a house of love. We have been so privileged to care for your loved ones at the end of their life journey. And we are grateful that they were in homes of love, that the memories they've left behind are a part of your story, a part of your song. We know that grief is hard to bear, and we grieve with you. And we put this service together today so that you would have more memories, to know that not just you, that who lived in the house with your loved ones, not just you miss them, we do too. So this video is for you, that we can all together can remember. Peace.
Hi, I'm Bill Bogdanovich, President and CEO of Reach Hospice.
And I'm Carla Torres, Reach Hospice Administrator.
Thank you for joining us today. My usual job is to offer a brief welcome to our house. For some, it's a welcome back, and for others, it's a first visit. Under different circumstances, we'd be meeting in person, gathering together for this service. But in this new day, we're gathering virtually, preparing a series of videos. This different time makes it a first virtual visit, but we hope it makes it possible to meet you where you are. For most of you, this is your first experience with the Broad Reach Community Service. We're glad you're joining us today, and although sorry for your loss that's brought you here, for us, it's an event that we look forward to because it ensures we pause and gather together and remember the people that we've loved and cared for. It's been our privilege.
We want to affirm for you that although this is a virtual service, your loved ones were very real to us. We hope that you feel encouraged and supported, and we want you to remember that your grief is shared by all of us at Broad Reach.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eric Weber. I'm the medical director of Liberty Commons as well as Broad Reach Hospice. We are honored to take care of your loved ones during this time. Very proud of my staff. The care that they give to your loved ones is really what we're all about. And I know we can't all be together in person, but we are always together in spirit.
Hi, I'm Peggy Wilbur. I'm the bereavement coordinator for Broad Reach Hospice, and I've spoken to a lot of you on the phone. Haven't met a lot of you in person, so I'm pleased to join you now. We're very happy that you are with us for this rather unusual memorial service during these rather unusual times. All of you watching have embarked on a journey of grief. It's a journey no one wants to take. This person left an imprint on your heart. You shared a life together. You shared laughter and tears and good times and difficult times. The richness of your intertwined lives together lives on inside of you. And it's this ongoing presence that can be a source of comfort for you now. Another source of comfort is remembering and sharing your grief, even if virtually, with friends and family. Grief, which can be so isolating and personal, may feel just a bit lighter when shared. It is good we have each other. By sharing our common grief, we touch our hearts gently with love and open ourselves up to healing. This pandemic has required social distancing, isolation, and both of those really affect grief and coping. May this service bring you just a little bit of feeling of connectedness and lighten your grief as you are aware you really aren't alone. Grief isn't a single entity. It takes so many forms, as I'm sure you're aware. But it's possible within grief to experience hope, comfort, and even joy. Please join us as we remember those who have died in our service in the past year. Interspersed between the names, staff will be reading quotes, which we hope will resonate with you and add to your sense of joy, comfort, and hope. As Khalil Gibran said, when you are sorrowful, look in your heart, and you'll see that in truth, you are weeping for that which has been your greatest delight.
I found a picture of you, one I hadn't seen for a while. I held it gently in my hands, lost for a moment in your smile. I found a card from you, written in your very special way. I held it gently in my hands, lost for a moment in that day. Memories are sweet gifts from you, to allow my heart a breath, to let me be lost for a moment, to remember life, not just death.
There's a train a-coming, don't need no baggage. To one in sorrow, let me come in where you are weeping, friend, and let me hold your hand. I, who have known a sorrow such as yours, can understand. Let me come in. I would be very still beside you in your grief. I would not bid you cease your weeping, friend. Tears bring relief. Let me come in. I would only breathe a prayer and hold your hand, for I have known a sorrow such as yours and understand. Grace Noel Kroll.
Thank you for allowing us to be able to care for you and your loved ones during their end-of-life journey. It was both an honor and a privilege.
We are all so happy to have you share with us virtually with this. And even though we can't be together, please know that you all are so close in our hearts. We hold you in our prayers. We hope that you are healing after your loss and sorrow and also experiencing the joy of your memories. Miss you. Hope to see you soon. Bless you.
Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. 1 Corinthians 13, verses 7 and 8.
Small things with great love we can do. Small things with great love. Tell all the heroes to leave it up to us. We can do small things with great love. Sometimes when I think about this great big mess we're in, it seems like we've already lost before we begin. Then I think about the words somebody once said. I start to sing this song, it gets stuck in my head. Small things with great love we can do. Small things with great love. Tell all the heroes to leave it up to us, 'cause we can do small things with great love.
Poverty, hunger, war, disease. So many people in this world live with such great need. But small and mindful acts of love from folks like you and me, that's when we begin to be the change we wish to see.
Small things with great love we can do. Small things with great love. Tell all the heroes to leave it up to us, 'cause we can do small things with great love. I am just one person and I cannot do it all, but I need to do something. I have heard the call, so join me in this simple task. Might just be enough if everybody starts to do small things with great love. Small things with great love we can do. Small things with great love. Tell all the heroes to leave it up to us, 'cause we can do small things with great love. We can do small things with great love.
Hi, I just wanted to send out lots of love and peaceful and calm and happiness to you all, and to be a beautiful part of this journey as our days go on, although we're not all together at times, all together in our hearts. So much love your way.
Grief is the price we pay for love. Queen Elizabeth II.
Dancing in the candlelight, holding you close and holding you tight. My life has never felt so right. Dancing with my memories tonight. Dancing and it felt so good. With you it feels the way it should. I'd dance again if I only could. be the first to leave, but what did I know? Shadows in the candlelight reminding me of you and me tonight. It feels so good and it feels so right, dancing with my memories tonight.
Thank you for allowing me the privilege of walking with you at this time to bring you a listening ear and compassionate voice. May you find peace in memory of your loved one.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches on the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Emily Dickinson.
Boxes of greeting cards and millions of books, some choice words of wisdom and a few priceless looks. She's got a spare Kleenex tucked up in her sleeve, a mint or a Band-Aid, whatever you need. And when I grow up, I hope I will be the kind of a mother she's been for me. She's shy and she's quiet. She's nothing like me. No need for spotlights. She's just happy to be. I love how her smile lights up her face, how she enters a room with beauty and grace. And when I grow up, I hope I will be the kind of a mother she's been for me. And she always knows, and she's always there to offer her shoulder or to say a few prayers. She gives without taking. She is patient and kind. She loves without limits. She loves for all time. And when I grow up, I hope I will be.
The hospice team cares so deeply for people at the end of life and their families because love and loss are a universal experience. Hospice teaches us to expand this love up until the time of death and beyond. My own mother, Dorothy, was under care with Reach Hospice under the watchful eyes and gentle hands of our team when she died on January 17th. This care was befitting my mother because as a nurse and a mother, she took such good care of other people throughout her own life. It's this love that transcends death that is the common experience that binds us.
What is there to do when people die? People so dear and rare, but bring them back by remembering. May Sarton.
Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your tears and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on smiling. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll see that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
While waiting for thee, don't weep at my grave, for I am not there. I've a date with a butterfly to dance in the air. I'll be singing in the sunshine, wild and free, playing tag with the wind while I'm waiting for thee. The comfort and sweetness of peace. After the clouds, the sunshine. After the winter, the spring. After the shower, the rainbow. For life is a changeable thing. After the night, the morning, bidding all darkness cease. After life's cares and sorrows, the comfort and sweetness of peace.
We just want to thank you all so much for letting us be a part of this very special time in your lives. It has been an honor to work with so many of you and a blessing that will always stay with me. You have continued love and prayers and wish you all the best. Thank you again.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that
that you dare to dream really do come true.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to send a quick note to let you all know that we are here with you still and that we all love you and are glad that you are part of our community, even though that we can't be together. We are all thinking of you in this time and hope that you are well.
Grief, I've learned, is just love. It's all the love you want to give but cannot. All of that unspent love gathers in the corners of your eyes, the lump in your throat, and in that hollow part of your chest. Grief is just the love with no place to go. Anonymous.
This house sits on the bend, built with love so long ago, a family to tend. This house has always been a home, time and time again. Children grow, the house gets sold. Time is a cruel friend. The fire in the hearth grows cold. But there is music in these walls. You can hear the siren as she calls. This is a house of love, a house of love. Oh yes, there's music in these walls. The melody, it lifts and falls. This is a house of love, a house of love. 100 years go by. The house sits empty on the bend. You can almost hear the cry of a lonely soul who's at the end. New folks chance to buy. Now that house is on the mend, piled up with kids sky high. This is a new and joyful trend, 'cause there is music in these walls. You can hear the siren as she calls. This is a house of love, a house of love. Oh yes, there's music in these walls. The melody, it lifts and falls. This is a house of love, a house of love. And now we're sitting here, and we're drinking beer, and we're singing songs to pass the time. And as we sit and sing our songs about any old thing, we knock back the pints, and life is fine. Now changed hands again. This is the final incarnation. The house becomes an inn, a fabulous rejuvenation. This was the house's fate. There is no other explanation where folks can come to play or sit and listen to the session. 'Cause there is music in these walls. You can hear the siren as she calls. This is a house of love, a house of love. Oh yes, there's music in these walls. The melody lifts and falls. This is the house of love, the house of love, the house of love. This is the house of love, the house of love.
In the midst of winter, I discovered that there was in me an invincible summer. Albert Camus.
So I've been thinking of you, and I have wished that I could hold you and comfort you during this time. I can only imagine what you're all going through, and my heart has been with you the entire time. And I just want to say peace and love, and you're in our hearts.
Night is come, oh yeah. dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. I won't cry, no, I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. Baby, yeah, little baby, now stand by me. If the sky we look upon, oh, should crumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble into the sea. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Ooh, stand by. Baby, yeah, little baby, well, stand by me. Take it away, guys. Now if the sky we look upon, whoa, should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble into the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. Yeah, baby, well, little baby, now stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Stand
counting condolence cards. And by this, I mean thank you. Going through the cards and notes, its own sweet meditation, snippets of comfort, words from poets, Buddhists, writers, and ordinary people who, when it comes right down to it, are anything but ordinary. Those who took a moment from a busy life to find a way to say, I'm sorry for your loss. Who picked up a pen when the phone was ringing, or the laundry drying on the line, or the oven buzzer announcing the meatloaf done, or the visiting grandbaby wailing to be changed, or an overgrown lawn in need of a shave. Those who jotted a wish, a memory, an observation to let me know I am not alone. I am not alone. I've stepped in line with the legions of mothers, lovers, children, and friends, so many of them who've had to say goodbye. Goodbye is the way of living things. The way of goodbye, though, is measured by the fullness of the life that it preceded and the love that fed the beating heart until its last sigh and the thunderous stillness that followed.
More than I knew, and you love me more than I thought I could be. I thank God you found me.
Here's something that I found that I think sums it up pretty nicely for anybody who's lost a loved one. Think of them as living in the hearts of those they've touched, for nothing loved is ever lost, and they were loved so much. Thank you for the honor and privilege to serve you as a social worker.
All I know from my own experience is that the more loss we feel, the more grateful we should be for whatever it was we had and lost. It means we had something worth grieving. Frank O'Connor.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found.
Hi, my name is Mary Mazur. I'm the Volunteer Program Director for Reach Hospice. Some of you have had a volunteer visit with your loved one, and it has been such an amazing journey for the volunteers, and we hope that we've been able to provide some loving care for your family, friends, and loved ones. I'd like to read to you a little poem that was written by Peggy Tabor Millen in her book, Mary's Way, no connection, although my name is Mary. I was on a train on a rainy day. The train was slowing down to pull into a station. For some reason, I became intent on watching the raindrops on the window. Two separate drops, pushed by the wind, merged into one for a moment and then divided again, each carrying with it a part of the other. Simply by that momentary touching, neither was what it had been before. And as each one went on to touch other raindrops, it shared not only itself, but what it had gleaned from the other. I saw this metaphor many years ago, and it is one of my most vivid memories. I realized then that we never touch people so lightly that we do not leave a trace. Thank you for being part of our lives.
From atop the Scarlet Mountains, from the canyons I will come, from the moors of blushing heather and the deserts I will come, from the doubter that I've been, from the dreamer I've become, from the fields of ash and tinder, from the river I will come. I will come from silver darkness, when the stars have not yet set, when the moon is sweeping upward, with a light I'll not forget. And I wonder what I'm here for, so irrelevant and small. I will come if you call me. I will come if you will call. Call me.
As long as I can, I will look at this world for both of us. As long as I can, I will laugh with the birds. I will sing with the flowers. I will pray to the stars for both of us. Sasha.
Even though I don't get to meet many of you in person, I know so many of you from our conversations on the phone. Please know that I'm thinking of each of you. Take care and be well.
Must have been cold there in my shadow, to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine, that's your way. You always walked a step behind. But I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. Beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than any.
Hi, it's Janice Vintro, Hospice Aide, letting you all know I'm thinking of you and missing your loved ones. And I hope you're all doing well, and take care. God bless all of you.
A remembered love is not simply a recollection of bygone past, but a living force that sustains us in the present. Through memory, love transcends the limits of time and offers hope at any moment of our lives. Henry Nouwen.
Hope has a very close relationship with meaning. In the same way our meaning changes, so does hope. Sometimes when I work with someone who is stuck in grief, I will say, "It sounds like hope died with your loved one. It seems all is lost." Surprisingly, they perk up. Yes, that's it. They feel witnessed. I often say a loved one's death is permanent, and that is so heartbreaking. But I believe your loss of hope can be temporary. Until you can find it, I'll hold it for you. I have hope for you. I don't want to invalidate your feelings as they are, but I also don't want to give death any more power than it already has. Death ends a life, but not our relationship, our love, or our hope. David Kessler.
In the rising of the sun and in its going down,
we remember them.
In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter,
we remember them.
In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer, and when it ends,
we remember them.
When we are weary and in need of strength,
we remember them.
When we are lost and sick at heart,
we remember them.
When we have joys we yearn to share,
we remember them.
So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us.
We remember them. We remember them.
Thank you all for spending this time with us today in our house of love. It has been a true honor to assemble this tribute for you. The depth, width, and breadth of your love is incredibly evident and has truly touched my heart. Thank you for sharing. Another thank you to the incredibly talented people who lent their voice of grief so that today it could become a shared voice. We hope that you will continue to share this with family and friends, and we hope that you continue to multiply comfort, hope, and joy. Continue to do small things with great love, and let everyone know that they are not alone, and somehow everything will be okay. Thank you.